Hey everyone, this is Dimitri Pargamonik with MarketChameleon.com. In this video, I want to demonstrate how you could take the option volume in a particular stock and get some quick insights into the distribution of that option volume. So here we're looking at SPY as an example, and we see that they had over 10 million option contracts traded today, and that's from the top level. But all these option contracts could have traded on different expirations. They could have traded on different calls or put contracts, and also they could have been trading in single leg options or complex orders. And we kind of want to get an idea the breakdown of that option volume. So I'm going to go to this page here, which shows us the option breakdown. And we have a couple ways to look at that option volume. One is from the top level. We see that the options today, 83% of the volume were in single leg options, and it's broken down by 48% of that is calls, 52% puts, 17% of the option volume today were in multi-leg strategies or complex trades, and about 0.2% of them were stock contingent trades. And if we took a look at how these trades were executed, you could see that a big portion of them, 97.2% of those trades were executed electronically, and a smaller portion were executed on the floor of one of the exchanges. And if we come down here, we have a table here that's anchored by option expiration. These are the different option expirations available in SPY. And if we come over to this section here, we see that this is the option volume that's associated with the particular option expiration. So this option volume, 2.4 million, is related to the July 28th expiration. And next to it, we have the percentage of the volume in that expiration relative to the total volume. And we could see that 39% of today's volume were in the zero DTE options. So these are zero DTEs. 23.5% were in the options that expire the next day, where these will expire tomorrow. And it is typical for SPY to have a high concentration of volume in those zero DTEs and next day options. So if we kind of scan with our eyes going down, we see that this one stands out a little bit. It's a longer dated option that's traded 660,000 contracts in the September 15th expiration, and that's got 35 trading days to go. And if we wanted to go a little bit deeper into the volume, if you click on it, click on that, and then once you click on it, you'll see below this data table, we'll get some specific, more specific information on the volume in September 15th expiration. And here we see that 38% of the volume in this expiration were in single leg options. 83% of that volume was in the puts. And the complex orders, multi-leg orders, represented 61% of the volume. And most of them were in the puts, 95%. And if we come over here, we see that a big portion were, at least relative to the total, right? We see that there weren't a lot of floor trades today relative to all the volume. But if we just look at September 15th expiration, 32% of the volume in that expiration occurred on the floor of the exchange. And quickly just looking at it, the interpretation is that there's probably a large spread, right, because of the multi-leg, large spread that traded on the floor of the exchange. And further, we could come down here and see that this is the distribution of today's volume by strike. So we see here that if we hover over the 400 strike, traded 117,457 contracts, and then the next strike was below that, the let me try to hover over right there, 385 strike, traded 105,000 contracts. And if we wanted to look at what time of day did this occur, we see that here's the big one around between 12:15 and 12:20. So if we wanted to go back into the time in sales, now we have enough information to know, which expiration, what time did it occur, and most likely these were the complex orders. And down here, we see how the volume looked like per day going back in time. And over here, this is the latest. You could see a really big jump in the volume in this September expiration. So this is not typical for that expiration. So something here may be of interest to go and check out. Hopefully, everyone, this was helpful, and hope to see you guys in the next video.